Yes, good people. Welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome back to another pre-game show. Hopefully, yeah, and that's a big everything in all caps. Hopefully, we get a win today. I'll get an acceptable result. I just want to see a spirited performance, but I want to know how you feel. Whether you're looking forward to this particular game or whether you're not. Whether you just whether you're going to watch it or not. Whatever the case is for you, just let us know in the chat. I really want to see that. Just quickly, let me share the link in the panelist group so that if they have time, they can join me and you don't just have to listen to me the whole day. Just quickly. Um, and both. There you go. Let's shoot for it. Okay, let's see. What do we have in the chat here? Let me get with people immediately. The first person I think I've been reading that myself, but I wasn't where I could respond. And that's from my bro, DJ Services. João Felix not involved in today's match. A squad due to smaller injury. Kepa to start in goal. I think we suspected Kepa was going to start. Felix will be in the squad to play Manchester United on Thursday. Um, okay, but he's not there today. Erling Haaland starts on the bench as suspected before. It wouldn't make any sort of sense to risk him if he's going to be Pep's preferred choice against in the Champions League final. I don't think he'll be risking fielding him too much so he doesn't get injured. What else do we have here? Big up to you too, bro. Always nice to see you. Thank you so much. I hope I'm well. I can't complain. And I do hope you're well too. And for my bro, Mika, always nice to see you, brother. Big up, Chad. Big up, coach. Big up the Blues. Yep, Chelsea's entity with support. Even though I know if I put up a poll now asking whether I think we'd win this game, a lot of people will say, mm-mm. Good result versus Arsenal to keep us on track for the title. Yep, at least we're going to win something this season. The women, if they win it, it's still Chelsea. I know, but a lot of people don't pay so much attention to that, but I think we should. And people keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes by the time the pregame show ends. Our ladies team, champions elect if Man City beat the United ladies this afternoon. Our ladies will be champions. I think that will be something to behold. I have to be honest with you. Big up my bro, Brianni Yahayu, a.k.a. 343 Dilema, a.k.a. Vivel FC. Big up yourself, and a.k.a. Contender FC. I'm not going to miss one. Let's see. Anything else I have to read here? Yes. It's possible for Manchester Derby. Anything can happen. And plus, football overall, you cannot script it. But hopefully they beat them, so we'll become champions immediately and not have to wait until we play the last game. But thank you so much. Big up to you. This says laying low, bro. Laying low. Keeping to the shadows of wearing the fake mustache and nose shades. Yeah, stay low. Maybe that's what you need to do to survive the sort of situation that we found ourselves in. Keep smashing the like button, people. We're at 7 likes. Let's get it to 10. Remember, we're shooting for 100. And we have how many votes already? I think more people said yes. And I have liked the video. More people believe that we can get it to 100 likes. Let's make that happen, people. That will go a long way for the channel. Morning, guys. Morning to you too, Neri Hushford. I hope you're doing well. And Vic Aspie starts. Wow, okay. A lot of people then in the chat thought he was going to start. Listen to DJ people. So which means most likely it's going to be a back four. But let's see the structure first. Coach, we need Man United to drop points today to help secure the women's title. I hope that happens. That would be something to behold, something to at least bring joy to us. In other news, apparently we are the red mat for the champs on the men's side today. On paper, it's not going to be anything close, but let's see what happens. I just want to see a spirited performance from our boys. If they can get a draw or a win, then I'll take that. Man City is playing B team. Gunners 114. Always nice to see you here, bro. I appreciate it that you always keep it respectful, even though you support a rival club. And if you haven't, please go check out our sister channel, Soccer Perspective. And trust me, that channel will take on a life of its own very soon, and you want to be part of that growth. As long as the Man City ladies return the favor by beating United, yeah, maybe that's a way to see it. Palmer, Lewis, Gomez, and Phillips start for City. Palmer, the youngster, Foden, Alvarez start beating. You could argue that we knew. I suspected he was going to rest a lot of players, but there are also a solid argument reason why he would maybe would have wanted to start in 11 because he wants to keep them on their toes and keep them working and not relent. But I think the better option would be to rest players and not have them injured because they have two important two finals lined up for them. Yes, people keep dropping the likes on the stream. We're at 8 likes. Let's get the likes up as soon as possible. Let me see if I can find the lineup and the structure here so we can look at it. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, people. We're looking here. Okay. A dark screen. I'm not sure why that is. So I'm going to check, see if I can see the structure anywhere. Lampard makes 5 changes, and that's from the 5th stand up. Let's see. This is our predicted lineup. But let me go back to this. I think it has that shown the lineup right now. I don't know. Just give me 1 second. If you're in the chat as you wait for me to get ready, please keep dropping the likes on the stream, and also let me know your expectations for the game and what do you think will happen. Lineups here. Let me see. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, that's not the lineup. No thanks. It just says lineup, but it just dumps everything into there. It's not specific. It hasn't changed really. It's just saying this is showing the whole squad, not the lineup in particular. But let's see. I'm gonna move on from that since it hasn't shown anything with regards to the game in particular. Nothing. Matches. Manchester City. Okay, here's the lineup. The formation 3-3-5-2. That's what I'm seeing. I'm looking at on the 5th stand. It says Kepa. Between the sticks, Fofana, Thiago Silva, and Chalobah. I'm not sure how they're situated with regards to the structure. Aspilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Enzo, Gallagher, Hall, Starling, Havertz, subs. Forget about the subs. I think we only missed by one player. What player there? I think maybe Aspilicueta. We did not select Aspilicueta in our predicted lineup. But that's by the way, is this? I'm not sure if that's the correct lineup, and it's saying the structure is 5-2. Just give me 1 second, Roger. I'll add you in a bit. So I'm not too sure which is it. I'm gonna have to wait to compare what we have here to what we show up on the screen. And the subs are Mendy, Koulibaly, Carney Chukwuemeka, Nani Madueke, Mihailo Mudryk, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, Dacho Fofana, João Felix. So yeah, so truly, Kovacic, I think is out injured. He's not available for selection. Yes, people keep dropping the likes on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And he's asking back three. They're saying it's a back three, but until this refreshes, and that's according to what I saw on the 5th stand on the clubs on app. I'm not too sure if that's going to be the case, but let's wait a bit. It looks like it's going to be a back three, not 3-4. Really, it says a 3-5-2 specifically there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the 5th stand and the BBC. They're both showing a 4-3-3.
So has the 5th stand app changed? When it's still saying 3-5-2 here.
Okay, the one I'm looking at shows 4-3-3, sir.
Are they showing people in the US a different thing and you guys a different thing?
Yeah, that's your fault for the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, it still says a 3-5-2 here, but I don't think you people can actually see it. Sorry?
It's showing a 4-3-3 here, boss.
Yeah, and on the screen here is showing 4-3-3 here. But let's say these are all maybe it looks like but 4-3-3 with Chalobah playing as one of the midfielders.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what to make of that.
Yeah,
but let me see. Maybe this still needs. Go ahead.
I'm just looking at the team. I just logged into I didn't even look at the players. And Hey, is that Dutra Fafana, number 27? No. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
On the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench.
Wow, finally, again. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking this is a back three. I'm thinking Chalobah and Aspie with Hall in midfield. I don't see this as a back four with Chalobah in midfield. I don't.
No, it
Unless
doesn't make
Hall,
sense.
hold
Yeah.
on, unless Aspie goes to the left back in a four, actually, no. Actually, if Aspie goes in the back left and Chalobah goes into back right, and then Hall goes into midfield, that's
Mhm.
what I see. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Hall is a midfielder, so that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Chalobah right back, Aspie left back, and then Hall the
In midfield,
left center midfield. Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, that makes
In a
sense. Left
in a
midfield.
four, I can see that working, but I can also see a back three with Fafana, Silva, and Chalobah. With Aspie and Hall being the wing backs. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? And Gallagher in
Yeah,
midfield. I can see. So this can go actually technically. You can realistically compute. You know, you can compute this as being a back four or a back three. Obviously, not with Hall. Sorry, Chalobah in the midfield. 99% that's not going to happen. I can also see back three with Aspie and Hall as the wing backs, with Chalobah in the back three, and then Gallagher in midfield with Loftus and Fernando, and Sterling and Havertz as up top maybe.
yeah. So I don't get that. This just doesn't make any sort of sense. The
No,
placement
but
of the players according to Fortmob. Yeah.
yeah, and the good thing is, it's quite versatile. You
This
know,
is actually more like it. They've changed it to 3-5-2, and let me see what they have here. What they still have there. And the
Being,
fifth time is still saying 3-5-2.
yeah, on mine is showing 4-3-3. But you know what? If do you remember under Potter, if you remember that coach, if you can remember him,
Mm-hmm.
um, most apps, including the Fifth Stand and BBC, they were invariably incorrect with their lineup. So, but I'm
Yeah,
just looking
until
at
the game starts, then we'll have a good understanding of what the lineup is really.
yeah. Honestly, it can go either way, as we discussed yesterday and today. It could be a hybrid also, which is quite. I mean, it shows that the players are quite versatile and well versed in that in some regards.
Yeah, but I
Um,
don't, this being a hybrid, I think it's too much risk. But let me
yeah,
catch up with
no,
what we have in the
yeah.
chat. I cannot tell where Hall is playing today. Maybe in the midfield area, as we have looked at it. Back back seven. Uh, you can say, I'm not sure what to make of that. Felix is on the bench. Thought he was out of the game. Is he on the bench really?
Yeah, so Zhao's on the bench, Carney Chukwuemeka, Madueke, and who else? Mudrik are both on the bench. I mean, I'm disappointed with that Madueke is not starting.
And yeah, let me just catch up with the chat and bring in DJ. He hasn't spoken. Chalobah in the midfield, Gallagher on left wing. What the heck? Good question, but I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Eric Blue, big up to you. Always nice to see you. He says, big up, coach. How you there? Define, my brother. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're well. 4-3-3 maybe. I think either way you look at it, to a certain extent, it makes sense for both structures. But I think this makes more sense because Lewis Hall getting playing. You could say in what you could say considered a midfield role. The application is different, even though it is wing back. But the application is his primary responsibility is to attack and not to defend. Chalobah as left midfield, I think that was all nonsense. He has changed. Gallagher is the winger, and I don't think that's the case. I think he's one of the midfielders in the middle. But when the game starts, we'll look at the way they're applying themselves and figure out what the structure is really. Right now, it'd be very, very difficult. What have we come to? Struggling to decipher what information this is. Send here. Maybe we need the help of the MI6 or FBI. Maybe that would go a long way. It's only back three if we have attacking fullbacks. It's a back five. Aspie cannot attack. I think that argument makes sense. Let's see what else we have here. They changed it to 3-5-2 now. Yep. I see. I'm looking at the same thing here. Let's see what Brianna. Big up to you too, Glenn. How have you been, brother? I hope you're well. This is we're lucky. Man City is using a very inverted wing backs three system wing back three system today. They're using a back four. Okay, so let's see. And this Willie, please, can you send me one more message on Twitter? I don't remember your Twitter ID, and I haven't checked. You said check my inbox, and I haven't checked. Big up, Coach Lampard lacks consistency in selection. I always wait any team. He's becoming too much with these England players. Why can't he start that with Fofana? I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of that comment, but I'm not too sure why he hasn't picked at least Madrid, which I hoped. I was hoping he was going to start this game because you can say he's been consistent. He picked names out of her heart, surely. I'm not sure. Bro, why is Gallagher right winger for us today, bro? I'm not sure. Chelsea TPS, I cannot explain. Maybe if I reach out to Frank and he explains, then I'll get back to you. So DJ, your thoughts on the lineup? Would you have done anything differently, or do you think this is all? You can say this is the best we can do.
Absolutely, I'll be honest with you. Big up for you. Big up to you, Roger.
Big up to you too, brother.
No, mate, I'm not happy at all with that lineup, mate. I'll be honest with you. You know, why is it Mudryk and Madueke starting this game? I haven't got a clue. You know, Man City are playing their B team more or less today, and he's still going with a team like this.
Yeah, have a look at their squad, gentlemen. It's literally, with the exception of two players, it's their B team. I agree. Sorry, DJ.
Yeah. No, sorry, bro. Alvarez, I know obviously he's in a danger man because obviously I'm a massive fan of Alvarez. I think he's going to cause us problems today.
You could argue actually their C team actually.
Yeah. he's gone all out with his squad today.
Go ahead, DJ.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it, bro. I really don't understand why he's done that. João Felix is only making up a number on the bench. He's injured, so I don't expect him to even start on this game today. So I can't see that happening. But yeah. I'm not very. If we win, we win. I can't see it though.
Yeah, you don't want no. Yeah, DJ summed it up really. And as I said, I'm disappointed. Madueke isn't starting more so than Mudryk.
Yeah, this is a sort of game where he'd thrive because there will be space for him to exploit. So I don't understand the logic of not start giving Mihailo Mudryk a chance. I just do not understand.
Yeah, I get the back line. I get the back line decisions
because we're out of personnel practically.
Yeah. But I get that and I respect that. But not the front, not the front three or four. I am sorry, I can't agree with it. I totally agree with DJ.
It just doesn't make any sort of sense, really. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I don't understand. Mudryk is fit. The midfield also, you can argue we don't have much options because Kante is out and Kovacic is out. But the attacking area, he would have just find a way to accommodate non-Madueke, and it would have just attacked them, really. Because if you play well, if you attack them effectively, they wouldn't have much time to attack you too. They'd have to defend first. I wouldn't mind playing Madueke in the wing-back position with an attacking intent rather than playing a Cesar Spilicueta, and this is with defensive intent, no matter how anybody sees it. Lewis Hall I'm okay with, but the two guys up front there, they will not bite one bit, and we'd have to be able to keep the ball effectively with the midfield three here. We'd have to be able to keep the ball effectively to play them in, because to them it's not like they have power to bully the Man City defense. No, it has to be kept mainly on the carpet actually, and you have to play them in. It has to be. I don't know how else to present this point to come across. I think we won't be biting that much. If we do, I'd be surprised. Really, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have the answer to that question, Coach. Would you rather be on top of the league for 9 months and still lose? It's all and still lose it all. End up 12th. I want us to win this game. But to me, I think would be accommodating Noni Madueke. That's how I see it. And Mudryk also, actually, this is the sort of game where he thrives. The last time Raheem Sterling played for us against Man City, he was awful. Hello to you, to Constantine Dante. I hope you're doing well. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We have just 17 likes. Please, let's get it up to 20 and shoot for 100 by the time the show ends. A typical Lampard no surprises really. We knew Sterling was going to start, but I was expecting him to find a way to accommodate Mihailo Mudryk. Maybe Lamps will revert once he sees that Man City isn't on a full charge towards us. Maybe. But let's see what he does. We're here to watch the game, and let's see what else we have here. This says from Brianna, if we are focused and with luck, we might get a draw today. If let's say we have to put away our chances once we get those opportunities, like that cup game where we outplayed them, especially in the first half, but we weren't clinical enough. And once he started bringing in the top gun, it was over. And I think Pep, once he decides to experiment like this, he's not going to be willing to change it too much. But we have to take our chances because there's nothing. This match practically means nothing for them except, you could say, just to cement their dominance over us. Go ahead, Roger, if you wanted to say something.
Yeah, this looks weaker than the actual cup teams that they put out for us.
Yeah. I think you could argue that. This is with this lineup. So, what the heck? This lineup is so random. Like I said, the only area where I have a problem is the attacking area. For the wing backs, there's nothing too much. He could have done differently there. But left for me, I would have gone with 4-2, 3-1, or maybe 3-4-3, maybe. Play attacking players in the wing back positions. Just go for it. Just give it a shot. Make it a good game. This is Pep saying, "All right, I will fight you. I will fight you, Chelsea, with just one hand." Look at it, Palmer, Phillips, Gomez, Lewis, and Ortega. Unfortunately, it sounds like that's really the case. Let's see what else we have here. I think I'm going to bed after seeing this lineup. Well, I didn't expect anything special in the first place, but I wouldn't have mind accommodating even if it is a Christian Pulisic to make that attacking area better. And he's on the bench, isn't he, Roger?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check.
Let me see. Yeah, so I would have gone with at least Christian Pulisic. I think he would make a whole lot of difference. This is pressing, really. I have to be honest. He is, right?
Yeah, he is.
That's probably the weakest City lineup, and if we still lose, wow. I'm not sure what to make of it. Big up to you, the beautiful game. Big up, my bro. I see Bolly picked the lineup again. Don't be fooled. This is an advertisement for players for sale in the upcoming window. Who Ruben Loftus-Cheek has asked for Quetta will be. I think he'll be a free agent at that point. Sterling Havertz. Wow. Well, I'm not sure whether I believe that. Let me see. My bro, always nice to see you, Govin Darajan. Big up my brother at Chelsea Perspective. Big up to you too, bro. Much love to you. Always nice to have you to see you whenever you find time to join the show. I sincerely do appreciate that. So Roger, I'm not too sure. What would you have done differently in the attacking area?
Yeah, now the BBC's changed it to a 3-4-1-2.
Affirmation to a 3-4-1-2?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. But they basically stated what we said at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Yeah, and now the fifth standard's done 3-4-2-1, which it doesn't matter. Yeah, basically 3-4-3. What would I have done differently? Mm-hmm. I would have started John Terry. Honestly, of course, I would have started Madueke. I would have
Mudryk too for me.
Yeah, because of the down the channels, there's going to be space.
Lots of space for him to exploit.
And I believe he's a little bit faster than Aspie.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Perhaps Frank was under the assumption that that Pep wouldn't put out such a B/C team. Perhaps maybe he was playing so defensively in that regard. Covering his bases. I get that, but at the very least, you start Madueke at the very least.
Yeah.
You know,
You could say he's been one of our most consistent
yeah,
performers of late, except for the end product, and which comes
yeah,
with
yeah.
players at this age. Go ahead.
And I get why he chose Sterling because he has looked good recently, and I respect that, even though I'm not his biggest fan. But you know, you can't argue that selection, even though I would like to. You know, I would. Um, but so I get why Sterling is over Mudryk. So I respect that, even though I wouldn't.
Experience, but at least drop
That
Havertz and accommodate Mudryk. Honestly,
yeah, no, I don't mind. I don't mind Havertz over Mudryk. I really don't, because of height. However, because you got speed with Sterling. However, it's the Madueke that gets me. Would I have preferred Madueke and Mudryk? Of course I would. But if I was in charge, you know, if DJ had actually given me the job as the chairman he is, I would have
hmm
definitely taken it seriously. I would have chosen Madueke and Mudryk because this
yeah.
is, with all due respect and meaning, this is pre-season, so these are our future. They'd like to see them. What you know, the more they play together, regardless if it's the end of the season or beginning of a new one, they need minutes to gain chemistry, to gain a better
hmm
understanding of each other, etc., etc.
And here's the thing.
That's
I
my
think
logic,
the
right?
reason, yeah, the reason for the lineup we're seeing here is clear. We suspected that was going to be the case. Frank Lampard, his priority is to polish his resume, and you get, no matter how you see it, it'd be stupid not to be mindful of the fact that he's lost so many games in a row and has only won one of late and drew one. He would want to get a win for this. And if you ask me, I'd say he went for the team that he believes will win it for him. Those he trusts the most, he knows Havertz very well. We signed Havertz during his first stint as Chelsea manager. He knows Sterling and probably trusts him more. So, but let me catch up on what we have in the chat and get what Tabejo, my brother from the Madiba land, has to say here. Pep giving us a lifeline, and Arsenal the middle finger. You could say that. Pep is that sort of man. Coach, I don't know what's worse. Lampard beating City under 12 seconds and doing the shameless knee slide down the touchline, or getting slapped by Pep. Just go away, please. I don't want to mention that. Big up, my bro, for the donation. I appreciate you. Always supporting the channel. Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. This is a bigger brother, a bigger panel. We are coming up with a garage sale. Yeah, buy one, maybe up to the extent of buy one, get one free. I think we've heard something to that effect, actually, where we're something to the effect of us offering two players to get, who was the player we're looking at? To get the Simeon or so, or to Juventus, I'm not sure, to get Vlahovic. But yeah, it sounds like it. We need to get rid of deadlock, folks. Calling for Todd's head needs to understand it. I think you're very correct, brother, and thank you. That's the delicious comment of this particular show, and I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. That means a lot to the Chelsea Perspective community. Let's see what else we have here. This one here says they should be hungover as well. The City players, yeah, they should be tired. They're humans. So probably, but we knew he was going to rest Haaland. We knew he was going to rest quite a lot of them. I don't even know if Kevin De Bruyne, is Kevin De Bruyne even on the bench?
Let me look. It's a safe assumption. You're right, though.
Yeah. We're giving the guard of honor to this B team.
He's on the bench,
when it becomes even more insulting. Roger.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. Okay.
Yeah.
I suspected. Yeah. Do we honestly believe Lampard is working with Poch? He's not thinking about. No, he's thinking about his own future. Believe me, he thinks this is the best players he could start with. Carney got blocked from representing his country to want the bench. By the way, we did that with Omari Hutchinson too on that ground. But if we lose by more than 4 goals to a Man City B team without KDB, Grealish, Haaland, Gundogan, Rodri, Ederson, then Lampard should resign after that. you
Yeah,
know
but
fully well that
hold on.
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, but hold on. We're kind of using a B team also. When you look at the players that we don't have available, also, we need to take that in consideration. First of all, one player alone who's massive
Mm.
is Kante. So then you're looking at our fullbacks slash wingbacks. Neither of them available. You know,
Mhm.
you look at we're missing quite a few players actually. So it's not like we're playing our A team. Does that make sense? We're
Yeah,
not
it
a
does
fully loaded
in so
team.
many ways.
Yeah, so that needs to be taken into consideration
Account.
also. Yeah, it
Yeah.
really does, Coach.
Yeah. The only thing I really care about now is no major injuries to any of them. So we can sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek, etc. And Enzo overplayed. I think he's been overplayed. Probably looked some games he's looked tired, but maybe for this one in particular, I believe that he'd be well rested. Coach, I think I'd rather play City's first team by the look of their faces. Half of them would fail a breathalyzer test. You could say, yeah, they look tired, really. But I get where you're coming from. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's get it all up. And yeah, they're having a good conversation there. Srinath, Srinath. You're gonna teach me how to pronounce your name correctly, bro. I'm telling you, Glenn should be your name from now on. Okay, sort it out. Tabejo, your thoughts. Would you have done anything differently? I'd rather have Havertz at the 10 and Modric on the right. Yeah, I think I feel the same too. But go ahead. Would you have done anything differently, Tabejo?
Yeah, only one thing.
Only
Give
one thing.
play Kani Chakameka because we stopped this kid from going to the World Cup, under 20 World Cup. That means he should have been playing these games. So why did we stop this kid playing the World Cup while he's on the bench again and again? It's annoying. We should have let the kid go. We have enough midfielders to cover up. So I don't understand why this kid was left for the World Cup. They brought this move to the World Cup, but again, still on bench. We are playing for nothing. Give these kids a chance. Give these kids a run. See what they can offer. It's annoying, but again, I don't
It's a
want to
valid
complain.
point.
I don't want to complain a lot. You know my feelings about Frank Lampard. It's not a good coach. It's a butler, and then hopefully we won't hire him in the future again.
It depends on how he does after this stint. If he goes on wins the Premier League, the Champions League, or even the Europa League, if the opportunity comes, I think the club will also, ask him if he wants to come back. But um, I don't know. It all comes down to how well he does after this particular stint. Surinath, thank you so much for saying I got that. Surinath, thank you for letting me know that I got it correctly. Hopefully, that's the correct pronunciation again. In the first 10 minutes, we needed to slap the referee continuously until get enough red card to just say, okay, we lost because it was just because of the red cards, and now they're losing to Man City D team. So okay, Roger, and I was thinking it was their C team, D team, and giving God of honor. It's exactly what these players deserve. Maybe it will pain them enough. They will be pained enough to pick themselves up and learn how to play for Chelsea Football Club. How painful if it can be, to not be the ones to win the title. I cut the grass with a with a what? What are you saying? He says I cut the grass with a bad back and this. Sorry to hear that your back hurts and that doesn't help. But that's by the way. Roger, can we look at again? Let's assume is that from the players we have available? Is it even possible to go with the back four?
Yes. You mean
Do you
on the
think that?
pitch right now?
Yeah.
You
Do
mean
you think
on the team? Listen,
Mhm.
you can have. Yeah. Well, that's You've got you've got Chalobah, or you can put Fofana and Silva,
Mhm.
Aspi and Chalobah as the back four, and then you've got Hall and Fernandez and Loftus Cheek if you want it as a 3 or a 2, and then You've got 4-2-3-1. Then you've got the three, which would be what? Sterling, Gallagher, maybe Loftus, and then you've got Havertz up front, or you've got a 4-3-3, which is you can do. You can indeed. You can play either way. This may not be a back three. This could indeed be a back four, theoretically, if you use all in midfield and you put Chalobah and Aspie as the right and left back. Yeah, definitely you can. Of course you can. Yeah. I mean, these lineups could be incorrect, or it could be a hybrid. You don't know, but it could go either way.
With this particular structure, here's what I would have done differently. I think I'll still start. I'd rather start Modric here in the left wing back position with an attacking intent, and start Modric there with an attacking intent, because we go for it against Man City. Honestly, usually when you attack them, you see they can actually be very shaky. They get all confused, but you have to attack them consistently or constantly, so to speak. But if you defend and they sense any measure of fear in you, they will come at you and destroy you. And to me, this is.
They don't have Edison. Don't forget, they do not have Edison, which is I perceive as a world-class keeper. So, even if all you have to do is bloody hit the target, at least test their keeper, who doesn't have much game time. So you're right.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't like the lineup. I don't like Aspie starting over Modric. Modric can actually start in that wing-back position. And you can say Modric starting and operating from here. He has a lot of space to utilize. And I think he's quicker than Hall, and actually would do. And and I think he would do well defensively, like he's shown, because he's quick. Even when you thought somebody is already going to face our goalkeeper, on 2 occasions I've seen him sprint back and save the situation for us. I don't know why he's concerned for again defensively, because if we're playing with 3 midfielders, those 2 people flanking Enzo Fernandez should be charged with the responsibility of doubling up anybody. For instance, on the right-hand side here, they should be charged with the responsibility. For instance, Loftus-Cheek should be charged with the responsibility of doubling up with whoever starts, not Azpilicueta. Let's assume if Modric starts there, 2 of them can work together to double up on whoever tried to advance to our area on that right-hand side. And then on the left-hand side, then Gallagher can double up with, let's say, Modric, to stop anybody that makes advances to our area on the left-hand side. Since we're playing with 3 midfielders, I think that could have worked. But for some reason, this is overly cautious to my liking, playing against Man City, where you need to get as many chances as possible and score. Contender FC says, you guys need to decide, it's either C team or a D team. I'd be shocked if anybody does say it's an E team or F team. We go for a back 4 with Kuku and Aspie. I think I agree with you. Let's see. It's the A team, because I pity the fools. I'm in trouble here. Hall can play forward as left wing back. He's played there before, even for Thomas Tuchel, and he was excellent on those days in question. He's an excellent player. But I think the best I've seen him play was on the ground, Potter. I screamed so hard that they enjoying the way he played that I thought I was going to lose my voice. My only question to panelists are, why ain't Lampard playing Modric? That's a $1 million question, and I don't have an answer to that. Go ahead, Tavejo.
Because he's blind.
No, I think
what?
Honestly, he's blind. He thinks he's blind. I honestly think
that's hilarious.
I think Frank didn't assume, or I should say, I think Frank assumed that Pep wouldn't be playing this many, shall we say, B team players. Honestly, I think he assumed that. Listen, even if when you look at their starting lineup today, it's still a very good side. Don't forget they play with each other.
And the fact is this, I'm going to say this: the fact that Walker is starting means that Pep was expecting Modric to start.
Yeah, yes, because of his pace.
Yeah, but the way they apply themselves, the Man City players, I think would have been better off having Modric on the pitch, because he I think no question whether he's quicker than Walker, and plus Walker will be very offensive that he leaves spaces in behind. Mudrik would have been the perfect player to exploit those spaces, but
Yes.
I'm not Frank Lampard. He knows why he's not starting the guy, but I think he should be starting really. I'm sorry. I'm so angry. Lampard is a coward and went defensive. This was a great game to deploy our wingers. Kerry Vaughan, I think so too. But I wouldn't go to the extent of saying he's the coward. To me, that is the best he can do. He feels like that's the 11 that can help him win it. For me, I think otherwise. Really.
I think he's trying to do damage limitation where he doesn't want his players to
possibly
lose, because they're a prolific team. You know, they're very clinical. You need to understand this. Look, Alvarez is no chump. He would start in most teams in the Premier League, if not all. So this isn't. You've got Mahrez. You know, look at Mahrez. He will start in virtually every other team too. Same with Walker. You know, these are strong players. You know, don't dismiss them. You know, I get it. I understand some parts of Frank's decisions. Don't get me wrong, but I personally, I would have started one or two players differently. But other than that, I wouldn't call him a coward. I think that's going OTT over the top. But I understand his logic. I'm not defending him. I'm just playing. You're
just thinking that's the thinking behind his selection.
Yeah, I believe that's his logic he's applied.
Yes, people keep dropping the likes on the stream. We're 33 likes. Let's get the likes up. This lineup is a complete whatever you said there. Designed to laugh at content creators watching Coach and Roger trying their best to make sense of it all with a straight face. It's epic. Good luck. It's difficult to make sense of it, really, no matter how you see it. But I would have done a lot differently. The wing backs would have been different. The three midfielders, central midfielders, for me, I think, that's the best he can do in terms of that. But the attacking area, I'm not too sure what to make of the whole thing. But if you notice in his latest interview, he's been saying that players should show their performance to the manager, which means something, quite a lot. I could mean anything, but I'm not sure what it means. Just Glenn 10 better, no braces. They're discussing a new name for Glenn. But I'm going to move on from that. Let's see what else we have here. This is Bolly revenge on YouTubers for doing what? For slandering him, I guess. You didn't wear number 10. Okay, they're still having a very good conversation between them there. Enjoy your conversation, guys. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That just looks right. Let's see what else we have here. Coach, I beg, please take a step back and see this for what it is, a massive prank. I don't think that's the lineup. I have to be honest. Remember, let's actually look at the bench. What else could he have done differently? If we're being honest, but for me, I like I said, I do. I would have gone for different wing backs. Not Aspilicueta and Lewis Hall. As much as I like Lewis Hall, I would have done something differently there. Let's see. They're still discussing what JC they wore at one point. I'm not sure what to make of that discussion there. This says let's see what else. So War 8. Okay, I don't want to get involved in that conversation because I'm not sure what it's all about. So you're telling me Pep has underthought this. I don't know, Roger. You want to respond to that?
Underthought. Define underthought as opposed to overthinking. No, I believe Pep has decided that.
That was why I had to push it to you. Overthinking, maybe. I'm not sure. I think he's meaning the opposite of overthinking.
Yeah, listen, his players have played some really big games in the last couple of weeks, and they're mentally tired as well as physically. You could see that with, for instance, Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he was playing quite poorly, actually, in that last game. His passes were way overhit and very unlike him. So he needed a rest, whether that's mentally or physically. And You know, what this is a meaningless game. No, they are not going to achieve anything. So why take the risk of an injury for starting very important players? So
Mhm.
I understand his logic. When I say his, I mean Pep's logic. Has he underthought it? No, or no. I actually probably would have done the same. I'm not sure about to that extent though. He's put out. Well, then again, when you look at this team though, you're starting Phillips, Lewis, and Foden in midfield, Walker, Akanji, Laporte, and Gomez. Still a strong team, coach. Yeah,
Very strong.
Palmer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alvarez, Mahrez. Yes, Palmer isn't the,
They have
he's
about
not the,
6, 7 regular starters. About
yeah,
six
I
regular
mean, listen,
starters
I
there.
mean, if you sneeze at this, woe betide you. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I understand Frank's pragmatism. Let's put it that way. I get it. Um,
Yeah.
but
But
then
am I
again,
allowed to say I
I,
do not understand it?
no, no, of course. But see, this is the other thing that I have a problem with. We are paying top dollar for João Felix, regardless whether he plays or not. We're paying Atletico Madrid, so we're just burning money. You might as well get that money that you're paying them and just put it in an ashtray and light it on fire, because I'm sure he's going to come on at some point in the game. But not even starting him, I don't know. What does that tell us? That's another thing that really gets me from a financial point of view, because you've already decided to pay for him to be on loan. And I understand you need rest occasionally, but I don't believe he's been overplayed at all. In fact, he's had a 3 game suspension and he hasn't started a few other games. So I don't think you could say that he needs a rest. You can't use that as a plausible reason. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then
This is
Carney Chucklemaker. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. No comment.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've tried my best, and I'm not sure I'm able to make sense of it at all. Big up Kuchila. It's been a while. Big up to you too, bro. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. People will have 34 likes. Let's get the likes up. Let's get at least to 50 by the time the show ends. We'll have a few minutes to round up. Walker is the best defensive right back in the world, in my opinion. He's
Yeah,
combative. Maybe Mudrik can get the best out of him in the second half. Maybe that's the case, but I would start Mudrik. We're playing against City. The spaces will be there to exploit. So why leave it late? The earlier you get to go, the better. But you could argue for City, as the game progresses, the better they become. Lampard said the next 3 games is for players to impress the new manager, but he starts with players who are leaving. What to make of the situation? Either he's not a coward man, that's harsh, he's just inept. Yeah, that's a language to use. That's why I say I'm not going to go to the extent of saying he's a coward. I think coward, the meaning of coward means you're talking about something else altogether. The setup is bad, very, very poor. For me, I don't have a problem with the setup. That's the setup I could have gone with had it be if I'm the manager. But the wing backs, I would have done something differently there. Roger, don't become Frank's lawyer. That's a losing fight. He's
no, it's
he's
not.
already.
It's not that at
Roger
all.
tries. Go ahead, Roger.
I think my logic that I presented. I think it's reasonable. I get it. Being pragmatic. I understand, because if we do indeed, shall we say, go too offensive, and we get nailed to the post, then you know what? He's going to be lambasted for doing that. He really is. So it's a happy. I think he's gone for a happy medium. I think that's exactly what he's done, and I get it. I do. I
Hmm.
doesn't mean I agree with it, but I understand what he's doing, and I think it's. Listen, I don't think as bad as most of the chat is saying. They're vilifying Frank for doing this, and I don't think it's that bad at all, especially in the defensive part of the field, because he doesn't have many options when you look at the amount of players and the quality of players that are missing.
Hmm.
So you need to take that into consideration.
Yeah, we have to. And this is what other wing backs, coach? We have no other. Yeah, I agree with you. And I didn't say we had others. I'd say I would have done things differently. Start wingers in the wing back position and attacking players. Coach, are you doing a watch along from behind the sofa? No, I'm not doing that.
I am.
And Netflix horror is less scary. But I'm not doing it because because I'm afraid we're gonna get battered. I'm just doing it because I'm trying to get more people on board, more people to be able to host, and not just me, so that the load is less, so that we can make sure that both the sister channel and this one are all growing together. But I get your point. No, Roger, do you think Lampard cares about loan money for Felix? Probably wouldn't, if he doesn't feel like.
To think, Coach.
Yeah, probably if he doesn't feel like he can help him get a win, he will not start him. Coach, drinking something strong to deal with both Roger and Lampard madness. Roger isn't madness. I understand his point of views, but yeah, thank you for that contribution also, for coming at us. What is the logic in making poor decisions? This is very poor. To you, it's poor. To him, it may well turn out to be the right decision, but I would have done so many stuff, so many things differently here, if that makes sense. Let's see. What else do we have here? I think we should be rounding up soon. I have something I have to take care of, and plus the show is coming to an end. Chelsea will win this game. Chino so chosen. Okay, one day I heard you, and I remember you told me we will win this game. If we win it, that will be huge for the players' confidence. Hopefully, we'll win the rest of the games. I would highly recommend Lamps to go back to being either a pundit or work as an assistant manager. The latter, I don't see him doing that. I think we've spoken of that at length here on the channel. For Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, before taking the next step, his way is clearly not working. Does he think so? No. I think if you call him and ask him why things didn't work out for him at Everton and at Chelsea during his first stint, it gives you viable excuses as to why those were the cases. Lineup isn't horrendous. I wouldn't say it's horrendous. For me, I would have done things differently. I see us being humiliated today. Okay, if that's what you think. Let's see what else do we have? Lampard chose violence and decided to go with the club system, adopting the full formation. Wow. Roger, let me ask you this. What do you think the outcome of the game would be?
Listen, and the other thing you need to understand is we're playing at their ground, where the crowd's going to be pumped. They're champions now, they're crown champions. So know they're going to be pumped for the game. The atmosphere is going to be amazing, So Frank's being more pragmatic, and I understand why. If this was maybe played at the Bridge, perhaps it may be a bit different. But listen, Pepper's put out still a very good team, a team that would challenge most teams in the Premier League. Let's not be naive in that. Plus, you're playing at home with a juiced up crowd. So, where do we finish, Coach? I'd be happy with the draw. I would be very happy with the draw. As I said, it's not the scoreline to me that matters. It's our application. It's how we apply ourselves. It's how the players play, how they react. That's the most important thing. We have 3 games left. It needs to they need to all count in how they develop.
Yeah, I sincerely do agree with you. This says you actually think Mourinho or Ancelotti would have Lampard as an assistant. I highly doubt that. Maybe they're just given an opportunity to learn from them, but it's not going to count as their backroom star, if that makes sense. And let me see Chelsea perspective. Big up, bro. Big up to you too, my bro. Srinath, he said, got it wrong and was nice being here. Blaming my time zone, PST, for not able to make it to your streams. No problem, bro. I honestly, I understand. Always be around to show my support. A big up, much love to you, and I sincerely do appreciate that. Panel, I keep the blue flag flying high, bro. Stay well, brother. Now, bro, I would highly recommend Frank goes back to his home planet, never to return. I think it's to manage. Yeah.
I have to go.
All right. We have to go too, yeah. But thank you. See you later, bro. This whole season hasn't made sense. Why should we start now? This is a lot by less lineup. This is a lose by less lineup. I don't think it moves our club forward. Well, unfortunately, where we are today. So, Roger, thank you so much for finding the time to
Are you
join the
doing a
show.
post-game show or no?
Let's see. I'll find out before the first half ends.
Sure, let me know, sir.
All right, bro. Thank you so much. Yes, people, thank you so much. It's been an amazing show. Thank you. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and bye.